I'm giving you big sister advice because I'm a big sister, so you can trust what I say. Number one, if you're about to go out with a girl you don't know that well, think about it. If you were face down in the ditch, like could not move, could not speak, would she make sure you're okay? If she wouldn't, don't go out with her. Don't be her friend. Piggyback off of that, if your mom has a bad feeling about a girl, don't be friends with her. If you have a little tiny inkling feeling that like maybe she's kind of a mean girl, maybe she says things to undermine you, don't be her friend. Always trust your gut. Wear sunscreen every fucking day. You know this one already. Just do it. Buy a nice sunscreen, wear it every single day. It's part of your skincare routine now. Get used to it. Okay, and I've had this conversation like 7 times recently, so I feel like I just need to put it on the internet. Do not take ibuprofen or Tylenol if there's any alcohol in your system. So aka when you're hungover, especially not Tylenol. It obliterates your liver and your kidneys and all of your internal organs. I know this is like the nursing student in me talking, but seriously, don't. Like after you shave your hoo-ha, use baby oil and your legs too. Do not stay in a relationship just because it's not bad. Girl, what are we doing? Oh, we've been together for 3 years. It would be like throwing those 3 years away. Like nothing's really bad between us. Listen to yourself. Does he still bring you joy? No? Get out of there. It's not wasting the 3 years you've been together or 15 years you've been together or the 6 months you've been together. It's wasting years where you could be happy by yourself. Okay, last piece of advice. You can splurge on all the makeup you want, but don't ever buy an expensive mascara. The $12 drugstore mascaras are where it's at. It's not something that needs to be expensive. It just isn't. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I love all of you. Bye.
Teenager tips, but as your big sister. Y'all know I got y'all with all the tips, and I experienced all this myself, so I really got you. First off is do not let a boy take over your life. I don't care what the circumstance is, girl. Whether it's a boyfriend, whether it's a situationship, whether it's a sneaky link, whether it's, I don't know. Don't let it consume you to the point where you're letting it take away from your daily life. You're not getting things done. You're not being as nice to your family. You're not being as nice to people around you. All because of a boy. No, we're not doing that around here. We don't do that around here. No boy is going to change our perception of ourselves. They're not going to change how we treat nobody. It's just not worth it, girl. Like, it's not worth it. You'll see in a couple years that it was just that situation. You should have never spent more than 20 minutes on it. My next tip is to just stay out of all the problems. I don't care if it's your friends, your best friends. It be the people closest to you that you wouldn't expect to just turn on you. Don't get yourself into no problems that somebody else wouldn't get themselves into for you. Or just don't get yourself into any problems at all. I'm telling you, girl. I'm telling you, you're going to look back and you're going to be so happy that you listened to me. Because this is where you start to lose yourself. When there's problems, when there's drama, when there's boy issues and things going on, this is when you start to lose sight of yourself and your good energy, your happy energy, you know? Don't lose sight over yourself over something like this, girl. I'm telling you, listen to me. Also, y'all, 99% of the time, those trio friend groups do not be working out. Somebody's gonna get left out. You know what I'm talking about. You've been in, I know some of y'all been in a friend group and you the one that's walking in the back. No one's including you. They're talking, whispering without you. What? No, girl. If you in a situation like that, respectfully remove yourself. Tell them, like, I'm good. I don't want to be in a situation like this. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm left out, because I know my worth. I'm better than y'all. I'm better than that. For y'all to just be treating me like I'm not something, if you know what I mean. And when you actually have the courage to just get up and walk out of somebody's life, the more seriously people will take you. Don't let nobody walk all over you. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Stand your ground, girl. Let people know that you're serious about how you are. You're serious about your intentions. You're serious about your friends. I hope this helped you, girl, because I really was just going with the advice. I love y'all.
I've always wanted to have a little sister, so let's do a video on big sister advice. Learn how to take a compliment. When somebody compliments you, you do not need to justify it or explain yourself, just say thank you. Do what is right, not what's easy. You will waste so much of your time holding grudges. Open your mind before you open your mouth. If it's destroying you, then it's not love. This one's my favorite, and I learned it from a TV show. There are only 4 ways to get rich. 1, inherit. 2, steal. 3, work really hard. And 4, something along the lines of OnlyFans. You cannot change somebody. If you try to do that, you're just going to end up changing yourself. You will never be good enough for the wrong person. The past cannot be changed, so stop overanalyzing something that's already happened.
Let's have a little girl talk. I spent the last 3 years trying to fix the mistakes I made when I was in high school. Start off, stop fucking shaving so much, okay? When I was in high school, I don't know what it was. That I think I was shaving every fucking day. Y'all, that irritates your skin so much. Do not do that, bro. Give yourself at least a few days. What are you even shaving for? And it better not be what I think it is. You know how many scars and ingrowns I got from shaving so aggressively? It's not worth it. Recently, I just learned that apparently waxing also will give you like hyperpigmentation. And I can confirm, after my little shave phase, all I did was wax consistently. But the ingrows, they got worse. I thought it would help because I was like, I'm letting it grow out, giving it a, nope. No, the only thing that helped my ingrowns and my scarring was laser. Look at my armpit. I have not shaved in like over a month. Stop trying to be friends with people who don't give a fuck about you. When I was young, I was constantly chasing the approval of like other people and I just wanted everybody to like me and whatever. I don't give a fuck about you. I promise you, there's nothing you can do to make them care about you. You're wasting your time. This would be a given, but wipe back. I surprisingly know a lot of girls who wipe from the back to the front. Are you okay? I'm in like grade 6, a teacher came into the room and was like, hey y'all, we're hearing that a lot of y'all wipe from the back to the front. Don't do that. That's like you're begging for an infection. Think about it, you're shoving all your poo. Kidding, girls don't poo. Your feces bacteria from the back into your front to back. Don't be insane. On that topic, stop shoving soaps and shit up your vagine because you're trying to make it like smell better, be cleaner. Like, there's so many products that are like, oh my god, will help your pH about. Nope, don't. None of that shit is worth it. If you want it to be clean, not smell bad, whatever, drink a lot of water. Eat a lot of fruit, and if you're gonna wash it with just water, okay? Put shit in there, it's gonna make it weird. And you're gonna be itchy and you're not gonna like it. Be smarter with your tampons, okay? I know some of y'all keep them in for way too long. A girl I knew who said she forgot she had one in and then shoved a second one in there. Don't do that. Being boy crazy is fun, but it's supposed to be something that just, it's fun and you're in a silly, goofy mood and it makes you like giggle and get butterflies, okay? If it's making you cry and throw up, they're not the one. Okay, I want some younger girls to listen to me right now. This is some big sister advice. That might also apply to the older girls and girls might. I've gotten a lot of DMs recently about girls telling me about their breakups. Like, oh, is it bad that he dumped me 3 times? Do you think it's a deal breaker that every time I tried to talk about a problem in my relationship, he would shut down? Do you think it's bad that my girlfriend left me for the girl that she told me not to worry about the day after she broke up with me? Understand this right now because no one talks about this enough. If your relationship works out and you're together forever and you get married or whatever your idea of working out is, what you don't understand in your early 20s is that you fucking split your life in half with that person. People get on here a lot saying, this is why I don't want to have kids. It's a huge commitment. So is a long-term relationship that you choose to stay in. When you're a teenager, whatever, but if the end goal is it working out, then this person is going to become your life partner. You have to deal with money with them. You have to deal with where to live with them. You have to make decisions with them. You don't got to make decisions by yourself anymore. You can't just go on vacation without telling them. You can't just buy a dog. You can't just, not come home for 2 days. In a relationship is a massive compromise. So if you're going to split your life in half for someone, they better be almost perfect. There's no such thing as perfect, but is it a problem that he dumped you 3 times? Yeah. Is it a problem that he shuts down every time you bring up problems? Absolutely. That bitch left you for the girl she told you not to worry about? Yeah, that's a problem. Dating's hard, but don't normalize these insane behaviors because if someone's your life partner, they can't have anything close to that amount of problem. Be close to perfect. I'm not even kidding. They gotta be your best fucking friend. Because life only gets harder. And when you're in your early 20s, you don't think about these things. But yeah, you're not gonna build a life with someone who doesn't listen to you when you're sad, or who would just leave you for the girl she's been thinking about the whole. Treat a relationship as serious as having a kid. I get that lasts a lifetime, but a bad relationship can too if you choose to stay in it. Yeah, that's for the younger girls. Your significant other should be your best fucking friend that you can picture doing life with, because in the end, the looks fade, all the shit fades. They're just your partner in life. If you're sad about a breakup that was over something like that now, trust me, when you're older, you'll be like, imagine I built a life with that person.
Okay, baby, sit down, strap in, because it's time for your routine big sister hygiene advice, okay? We're getting into the nitty-gritty. We're getting even nittier and grittier than last time, okay? First of all, don't flush your tampons, okay? No more flushing of the tampons. That's not a thing. I know a lot of us aren't comfortable talking about this. I know a lot of our parents aren't comfortable talking about this, but we need to talk about the hygiene of our vagina. The self-cleaning, beautiful flower that lives inside of our pants. Okay? I would avoid any feminine washes, always. I would avoid them. It can screw up your pH, it can make you itchy, and it's just best to stay away from them, in my opinion. I recommend using a mild bar soap on the outside. You don't go inside the hole. Neither holes get put any soap inside of them. The inside of your insides clean themselves. Here's the thing, if for any reason it starts to be itchy inside of there, it starts to smell funny inside of there, and you have the urge to wash it, do not wash it, go to your doctor. If you don't have health insurance and you don't feel comfortable asking your mom to take you to the doctor, it is very possible that you may have a yeast infection, and in that case, you need Monistat, babe. You need Monistat, you need Monistat, you need Monistat. If it's itching and it's burning and it's prolonged and it's smelling funny and you've already tried Monistat and it's still not working, you might have BV. BV is bacterial vaginosis, babe. You need an antibiotic for that. You need to get to the doctor because prolonging BV can be really bad for your health. I'm really looking out for you here because I really care about what's inside your pants. I want it to be healthy and safe. That sounded bad. I really don't care about what's inside your pants, but I really care about you being healthy. Moving into UTIs. The most fun thing in the world. Just kidding, they're the least fun thing in the world. They will make you want to fall off a cliff. If you have a UTI, you will know it. You won't even need this advice because you will think to yourself, this is a fucking UTI. It feels like a lot of pressure. It feels like you always have to pee, but not a lot's coming out. And in that case, you also should really try to get to a doctor. But if you cannot get to a doctor, there is an over-the-counter medication called Azo. It will help with the symptoms of your UTI, but it will not always cure your UTI. So try to get to the doctor. I know it's uncomfortable to ask someone to take you there. I know it feels funny, but please, for your own sake, try to get there. Avoid them. Always pee after you do the nasty. Always pee after you do the nasty. Always, always, always. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water and not a lot of soda because that can help. Now moving into things that are not hygiene related, baby, you need some advice. A boy that is worth your time will not try pressuring you into things you are not ready to do. So don't do it. It's not worth your time, baby. You are the prize. You are the prize. Don't look at your outfit more than one time before leaving the house. You're going to tear yourself apart. It's not worth looking in the mirror for 10 minutes. If someone can't fix something within 10 seconds of you mentioning it, it's not worth mentioning. If someone has a period stain, you can mention it because they can go to the bathroom and they can figure that out. If someone has a pimple on their face, don't mention it. If they have a booger hanging out of their nose, you can mention it. If their hair looks shitty that day, go fuck yourself and don't mention it. It's not very nice, right? It's not very nice. Lastly, say 3 nice things to yourself every single day. Every single fucking day. I'm not taking any no's. Do it. Love you so much. Bye.
Not everyone is gonna like you. It's honestly just like the harsh reality of life. Like, not everyone is gonna like you. They're not gonna like your personality. They're not gonna like certain things that you do. You cannot wake up every single morning and be living your life for other people. And I really wish that I knew this when I was younger because it just would have made my life so much easier and I would have done what I actually wanted to do. I was so scared of embarrassing myself or like not being friends with certain people when I wouldn't even speak to them now. When I was in high school and I started my makeup page when I was about 15 and people used to talk about it all the time and honestly I was so close to just giving up. So I was so embarrassed and I cared so bad about what everyone was saying about me. And now I'm like, why? Why? Look at where you are now. Listen to me now, you cannot live your life for other people. You can't. You're saying to yourself, oh, I want to do this, but I'm scared of what this person's going to say. Why? Honestly, believe me now, friends come and go. If you're wanting to pursue something, whether that be a certain career or a hobby or just anything, your so-called friends are like making fun of you or even like going to the extent of falling out with you. You are not meant to be friends with those people. Friends, don't do that. Some people absolutely hate it and it's weird when they see people doing well, especially people they know. They hate it, they can't stand it, so they stop being friends with you and they're like, oh my god, you see what Caitlin's doing? I've had it. I've had it a lot. I don't care because this is what I want to do and no one is gonna freaking stop me from doing it. Believe me now, I have not been like this all my entire life. In high school, I was literally a little scared cat and embarrassed to do anything, but I live my life for me. No one else, for me. So I'm gonna do what I want to do. I used to be someone though who cared so much about if people liked me or not, and it would like really affect me mentally if someone didn't like me. It was almost like I needed like validation. Do you know what I mean? In school, I'd never speak my opinion. I just agree with everyone because I didn't want anyone not to like me. That's not a personality. So yeah, people might have liked me, but it wasn't me. And now I'm just in like such good place in my life where I'm like, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. Cool, whatever. Once you start living your life for you and not to impress other people, life just becomes, I don't know, great. It just becomes so much easier. You're not trying to impress other people all the time. You're not putting on like a fake personality because you want everyone to like you. I have such a good and small circle of people around me now that I could do anything and they would support me no matter what, and I wouldn't be scared of doing it. Friends along the way, they're literally people that were meant to be in your life anyway. Your true friends will come once you start living your life the way you want to.
This is Everything I Wish I Knew When I Was in High School, Part 2. You might think you know what you want to be when you're older, but I promise you it'll change about 5 times, and that's okay. I wish I didn't care so much about my appearance. I was very insecure about my body. I thought I was too skinny. I didn't have any boobs. But just give it some time because they'll grow. and you will grow into your body. You just need to give it some time. It is absolutely okay to quit something like a sport, but just make sure that if you're going to quit something, that you try something new. Your teachers are not out to get you, especially your guidance counselors. Take more art classes because art teachers are the most inspirational people that you will meet at school. You will never regret hard work because hard work really does pay off. When you go and apply for colleges and especially scholarships, you're going to want that money, and if you work hard, you'll earn it. Don't take shit from anybody. There were so many times in high school where I would stick up for myself, and the amount of times people would be like, oh, she's such a bitch. Why? Because I was confident enough to stand up to you. Never let anybody shit on you because 9 out of 10 times, people who do that don't end up anywhere in life. So your true friends will never ditch you or make plans without you. So if for 1 second you feel like your friends are being sketchy, they're not your friends.